Welcome to readtheticker.com. Today we're going to talk about building a Richard Wyckoff watch list. Jesse Livermore quotes on the subject. Keep the number of stocks you own to a controllable number. It's hard to herd cats, and it's hard to track many securities. And this is a real critical point. If you cannot make money out of leading active issues, you're not going to make money out of the stock market as a whole. You need clear and tested rules. You are a speculator. You need a set of rules and guidelines to be successful. Livermore's main challenge in life was to overcome the complex puzzle that the stock market was. It was a game, and to solve the puzzle to win in the market was his major challenge. Richard Wyckoff learnt much from Jesse Livermore. He interviewed him a couple of times, I understand, and he came out with a stock selection method. First, identify the trend. Then find sectors in harmony with the trend. Then select stocks in harmony with those sectors. The whole idea is to find stocks and sectors with relative strength against the major trend. This is the number one error folks make when they're doing the Wyckoff approach. They analyse individual stocks with a detailed distribution or accumulation pattern, looking for springs and buying climaxes, selling climaxes, but really they forget whether the stock has a relative strength over the wider market. You want a stock that is popular, that the institutions are following, and that has a bias and a clear behavioural pattern of selling or buying. The swing and alpha scanner within readtheticker.com are great tools to assist in this task. The swing scanner, to find stocks in a dip, you look at these like a Ligura between the 65 and 90, channel exit, trend power OBV minus 15, 0, plus 15. RTT cycles, a short-term swing tool. To find trending stocks, you can look at the trend status, the rank, long and bull bear, Ligura. And with stocks with good volume support, you get trend power and trend power OBV. And the alpha scanner basically is a relative test strength. The swing scanner of the indicators I mentioned here is simply this chart behind. Here we have Apple, we have a Chandler exit in a bull situation where the market dips back, that's a pullback into the green zone. And in the swing scanner it's coloured blue or red, blue if it's in this zone, if it's red if it's coloured in that zone. This is the RT rank for back testing, gives you a rank of, 63? RTT trend status really is another way of looking how far by standard deviation the price is away from the mean. RTT trend power is a price and volume oscillator, which we compare to a price oscillator. It gives you an idea of weak, strong buying and selling. The RTT Ligura is basically a simple fast, slow indicator of price, matching what's dipping while the longer term trend is fast, strong or weak. And obviously a short-term swing indicator, the RTT cycle. The measurements of these indicators are within the swing scanner. And finding a combination of those to give you an idea what's going on in the stock. Really, it gives you a weather report. Let me highlight that. Here's the swing scanner here. We're going to select the S&P 100 stocks. This is a good data sample. Okay, let's find stocks in a dip. We can look at match between these two here. For example, the blue is showing that the long is high, trending up, and we've got a dip below 30, so that's a bullish dip. The Chandler exit, when we have the blue field, this field here is covered in blue, that means the price has fallen back into the green zone. When it's red, it's the short-term trend. So here we have a double dip confirmation, you might say. We can look at the so we've got this one here for Chandler exit with trend power ABV down here, which is we can look down here for minus 15s and zeros, what have you. And also we've got this one here, RTT cycle. Here we have minus 20 for RTT cycle. It's the numbers in this one here. You have an RTT cycle, which is minus 20, minus 10, plus 80, or plus 90. So let's have a look what we can do. Filter here. Below 30. Below 30 and above, let's say 80. Oh, let's say above 90. This is finding stocks in a dip. Okay, so here we have a strong Ligera in the long and a dip. So these stocks are dipping, and you can see a lot of the blue fields are mapped, which shows they're actually in the bounds of the Chandler exit. And we've got we've got a minus 10 here and a minus 10 if you want a short-term dip. There's a couple of plus 80 here, which shows a little bit of a high there. So we can probably look at have a look at those two stocks there to find what sort of dip you want. That's how you find stocks in a dip. That is a bullish dip. You can do the inverse for a bearish dip. To find stocks in trending, we can have a look at RTT trend status here, RTT rank there. You can obviously consider the long bull and bear as well. That one there, that one there. So the numbers here, 100 as 100 days the Ligera has been at high, or a low number if it's been on a bear. And of course we've got the moving averages as well if you a bit more traditional. So if we can do a sort. Obviously we've got some very powerful stocks in a trend in the blue. As you can see, XLY is having it. Remember I talked about this is a dip. So it's got a very strong trend. So we've got a strong trending stock here, or index, sector actually, with a dip in a dip mode in both the Chandler exit and the Ligera. And we've obviously got some other dips here in the short-term cycles. So we can determine strong trending, which is momentum stocks, and whether they're in a bit of a pausing phase. Now, of course, you've got situations where you can actually work, like this is actually below the 50 SMA. On this one here, the moving averages. There's plenty of reasons to find stocks trending or not. And here you can see whether the stock has good volume support. As you can see, the last 9 days, the volume and price action was very strong here. A little bit weaker there. Very strong here. What's this one? Amazon. Oh, yeah, we know that's rocketing up old Amazon. What's this one down here? USB. Yeah, that's all rocketing up there. And obviously the RTT trim power and the RTT trim power versus the PPO is a very good matchup on relative to volume price oscillator versus the price oscillator. For option traders, you can actually look at implied volatility position and the range it is, the standard volume and new highs and new lows. Just can't see that there. That's a swing scanner to find trending stocks, momentum stocks, and to find stocks that are dipping. Now, this is not the swing scanner. Must stress it's not to find trade setups. It's designed to find stocks that you can gauge the weather on, that you can add to your your watch list. Excuse me. For example, here, Stong's MasterCard, I think it is. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much straight and narrow trend. Lots of tools on it. What I do in detail is that I look for my actionable setups in this chart here. Tests coming down to support, springs. Look at that very closely. I want to see good action like this. A staircase to heaven. Obviously, if I bearish, it's the inverse of that. So once you've made your stock selection watch list, you load them into a work group. Once you've got them into a work group, you can actually go in here and say, oh, I want to have a look at my particular stocks, what they are. I'll choose this one here. This is a predefined setup. So here's my watch list, and then I can monitor my activity or my statistics for that watch list. Things coming in favour, things falling out of favour. Dips, trends, what have you for a particular watch list. The other tool we have on the side is the alpha scanner, and here's where you can do a much more direct match to of an index to a stock. Here we have some generic setups and scanning. We can go back 2 years to find where the strongest relative strength was within a stock or sector. And you have your own custom builds. For example, here I've got my Dow Jones setup, my alpha scanning. This is the Dow Jones stocks versus the obviously the Dow Jones. Right, here we've got some standard performance reports over a period of time. A scanner chart matching relative strength to alpha change. And here we have our alpha rank table. So obviously we have the highest relative strength, or the best relative strength is 3M relative to the Dow Jones. And the worst is Procter & Gamble. What's more importantly, you can track changes over the last monthly periods. For each one of these rank 1, 2, and 3 is a 22-day period. So as you can see, Triple M, 3M has just been right on the top of the rankings. The top 6 in the last 6 months. The average rank is 4 and 5. It's obviously screaming up there, and you can see the biggest changes. Look, if you look down here, which is this one here, it's Microsoft. Well, it's fallen 21 rankings. It's been 8, 5, 2, and it's 23. That basically means the money isn't going to Microsoft. The money is going to 3M, and it's not going to Microsoft. Maybe a temporary dip or what have you. It's still not going in there. And what's actually happened here is the money's been moving into IBM recently. You can see here it's gone. IBM had on average 24. They moved up to 23s. The big 13-point move in 22 days. Very strong, powerful move in relative strength. And here's another one. Obviously, we know Caterpillar and IBM have moved up relative strength-wise. That means good money's been going into Caterpillar. It's been pretty much a dog. It was 15 average rank for these first 3 months. That was 15 average. Now it's moved up to 17, but this last month it's actually moved 15 points in the relative strength table. Same with semiconductor and Intel. Oh, really? What's this one? Visa. If Visa moved back up. So you can see where the money's gone in the last 22 days. Relative strength, very important. That's how you build a watch list and monitor a watch list with the Richard Wyckoff logic. Thanks for watching.